Laturi have created a new unique tool for fitness assessment called Energy Test. Energy Test is a web-based fitness assessment tool for personal trainers and other wellness service providers. Until today, those service providers have been able to test one person in 1 hour. With our Energy Test, they can test 10 persons in 1 hour. So it means better business for them, especially when they serve bigger customer groups like corporate customers. Outcome of the test is energy index, which tells a person how much energy he has for a day. In the picture here, you can see my personal energy index, 13 hours and 57 minutes. That tells me that I have enough energy for my business, plus for my free time every day. Our customers are really excited about this new way of communication we provide with our product. Our target market is in the USA, where companies invest $20 billion yearly to their employees' well-being. We go to market by partnering with training organizations who train personal trainers and other wellness coaches for the service providers. When the service provider starts using our product, we share the license fee with the training organization. Most of the Laturi core team members have worked together more over 10 years in Polar Electro in this business. And now we are looking for new partners and 400,000 investment to speed up our go-to-market activities.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Good job. Michelle, we'll start with you.
Can you tell us more about what the actual sort of product service? How do you actually establish the index, and how would a fitness center or something like that actually implement your product service?
So our service is a web-based solution. And there is like 10 different sub-tests in the test. So we are licensing our tool to the fitness club or for the personal trainer, and they are having like sub-test for a group of people. So like you can test really, one personal trainer can test 10 persons in 1 hour, going through those 10 sub-tests, evaluating stress level, vitality, cardiovascular fitness, blood pressure, and so on. And there is our algorithm behind. We have gone through a lot of scientific studies from health risks and fitness tests and occupational safety area.
And the trainer sort of inputs that data manually somewhere?
Manually through our web service, and then the customer gets the report, the individual report plus the report for the group, like for the entire company.
Bill?
Okay. Good to see you again. I love it. This is the third time I've heard the pitch. The last time was in Finland. So that raises the question: how much progress have you made? Have you been able to get some validation data from corporates and trainers who have implemented this on at least a pilot basis, and where you've been able to validate both that the data energy test is considered meaningful by the customers, and that the business model in terms of who will pay whom is going to work out?
Yeah, we launched our product in June, and we have some validation studies going on at the moment, and we have first paying customers at the moment in Finland, so we are selling the tool at the moment.
And do you have feedback on whether this metric, which is a novel metric, right? Most people talk about fitness or health or something, and you call it energy. Yeah. Is that metric or that concept, is it playing with the consumers? Are they loving it, or are they confused?
They are loving it. It seems to be
that's a softball question.
Yeah. That's the best thing when I test personally a customer, when I can see that they understand the idea in 1 second, and it's relevant for their daily life. So that's the best thing what I see in daily work.
I just want to dovetail off that. I feel like there could be a lot of education needed at least in the U.S. about this energy test, and so I wanted to know if you have a sales and marketing plan for that in education.
Yes, we have a plan for them.
Very short answer. That was the answer.
I'll lead on to the question.
To get along.
Do you plan to use scientific evidence? Do you plan to use stories from customers, or perhaps do you plan to use professional athletes to speak for you as a way to prove that this product works and is better for the customer?
Yes, we have a lot of scientific data, as I thought, so it's really strong scientific background, and we are going to use in our marketing a lot of user stories from companies and from individuals.
So, can you give us the 30 seconds? Can you give us the 30 seconds of why this metric is better than a traditional fitness metric?
In the traditional fitness testing, you get a report, bunch of paper, lot of numbers. It's difficult to understand after the fitness test what's the real situation. It's not relevant for you. We provide it in a very simple way so that it's relevant for your daily life. It's easy to understand. It's relevant for everybody.
Can I just tack on one more thing? I think it's going to be really important going forward in your upcoming pitches to really dive into that quickly and to answer that succinctly, because I think it might get lost in the audience and trying to understand what this energy test is. Okay, thanks.
Eddie, want to give some feedback?
Yeah, I think if you could partner with some other startups, for example, in wearable technologies, to make the fitness instructors job a little easier when measuring those data, the adaptation of this technology is going to get easier. They're going to give better feedback to the gym, and more gyms will want to subscribe to this.
Yeah, so I knew more than most people would know hearing the 2-minute pitch, so it was a little different. But I was surprised that your sort of key benefit metric was that trainers could test people in 10 times faster. That didn't. I mean, I get that that's somehow a benefit, but it didn't seem like the compelling benefit for your entire business. And so I would encourage you to find something at the end of the day, since corporates are your customer, right? I think corporates
All
are
the
customer.
end customers. Our customers are service providers.
Okay, but at the end of the day, the money comes from the corporates, right?
True.
And so you got to get us to that point where, compared to all the other things that corporates can spend money on in terms of their employee well-being and health, this is the most efficient, effective, powerful, whatever the metric is.
Michelle?
Yes, I think again, dovetailing into that, your biggest challenge here seems to be somehow to very crisply and easily come up with the value proposition. And it's on a high level, we all understand what it is, but again, it's a very crowded market. There is so many different things that I, for example, thought about, which I'm sure are different from what somebody else on the panel thought about when you said you have to be able to just hone it down very fast, much more specifically, what you do and what the value is of it. Okay. A good presentation.
Thank you. Good job.